most girls who come out of high school very green and transition to campus are actually being emotionally abused and being forced to consent to sex.
Remember, by the
I'm
way,
speaking this because of my experience.
person. Yeah, you know each other, you talk about things, my partner is comfortable with this, so yeah, we can do this. If he or she's comfortable with it, okay. If I'm not comfortable with it, you come, you find a way to.
this thing, sometimes we may think that it's a remember, there's much that we go to campus and think, this let us agree.
Yeah,
At times that I'd be saying, my mom would say that, let me use an example that I'm just a first year.
Campus who expect their girlfriends to be doing some wifely roles. Don't kill me, guys. There's some guys who expect their girlfriends to go shopping. I'm not so sure about them.
Goes two ways.
No.
They go two ways. Number one thing, a lady will expect you to take her to lunch.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Goodness, it's amazing to see you here today for the second episode of the New Gen podcast. I'm so excited. I'm having a very beautiful guest today together with my co-host Harry. I'll allow them introduce themselves.
All right, guys, welcome back to New Gen podcast. I hope that you're doing very, very well. Today being another great day that we want to talk about our GBV here that Joe will take us through. But I'm hoping that you already subscribed to our YouTube channel, Pale Ivo. You comment, you share widely, so that we want to reach most new generation people so that they get what is happening around. And today we are having a very beautiful guest here who I'm going to give her this particular grand opportunity. Afanye nini? Introduce herself.
Hello everyone, thank you for this opportunity. I am Deborah Mundi. I am a student and a leader. Welcome to today's episode of the New Gen podcast.
Wow, so guys, the 16 days of activism is almost here with us. For those who don't know, it will start on 25th of November, and that happens to be. Well, our mission is to ensure that we eradicate gender-based violence, and it really hit me hard that it so happens to be that our girls in campus are actually facing gender-based violence. I really didn't notice, but recently I just came across a post and I was so surprised to notice that we have girls within campus who are actually undergoing gender-based violence. And I really wanted us to just tackle this topic and hear the unique stories of people who have gone through campus, how they have overcome gender-based violence and their take. So Harry, Ebu utuambie gender-based violence. Anything that you want to comment even before we start?
Basically, when I just hear the word gender-based violence, a lot of things come to my mind because basically people may think that gender-based violence is about sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, in gender-based violence, we have many things: physical violence, we have emotional violence again. But again, remember, this gender-based violence is not about our culture only. Remember that we have the men behind there that they are also undergoing the same thing. So today we are going to tackle this thing in both angles. Today we come on, in my boys, we consider that in a good percentage. If it is girl child, we also look at that. That's what I'd say in the beginning right now.
But I actually okay. I'm not a boy, so I wouldn't really know how boys are suffering, especially in campus.
But at least
because
you should
I
read
know,
something.
Actually know that most girls are the ones who suffer. So you tell us on the boys' perspective. But that is the exact reason why I brought in a girl.
No, rhetoric question.
Yes.
So boys don't suffer.
Boys do suffer. So you guys should tell us in the comments.
So you know that.
So you guys think beaten in your relationships, especially in campus. Who you tell us?
By the way, have a comment section. Finally, my guys, go comment. Tell us that you men are you people really suffering? You are really good in your relationship or something? Yeah.
So our guest, when you know, she's very beautiful, definitely, and I'm sure her beauty has definitely come at a cost, especially in campus. So hi, Deborah.
Hello.
I'm hoping you're doing well.
I am okay.
So Ebu, you can comment on the topic today. For general observation on our girls here in campus, anything that you have to say on our topic today, especially on gender-based violence?
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Regarding gender-based violence, first of all, we have to note that it happens at various places, at home, at school. It can be online. Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about sexual whatever.
Harassment,
Yeah, it can be economical, psychological torture and anything. And actually, here in campus, so many girls go through all of these every day: psychological torture, emotional torture, the mental, physical. Yeah. So it's a really disturbing topic. Yeah, with the growing cases, especially in campus. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, my question will be, what exactly happens? Like, what happens when a young girl decides that it is actually normal for them to be beaten in their relationship?
It's something different, by the way. It's not they take it as a normal thing, by the way. Remember, in a relationship, many things happen. You get many things happen, and many things can lead to physical assault. By the way, so but I don't encourage us like young people that are still growing to get themselves into like people getting into a fight, people are growing. You people mnaanza kupigana bado mjaoana, that would be the weirdest thing, because there is no way you want to tell me, David, that if people are beginning to date, something
Yeah.
of that, right? Then in a month time, I'll be like, Joy, why must you talk to another man? Then I bring this aspect that I'm trying to put my hand on you. You get
one thing led to the other,
the
and the
other.
other thing
You
led to
get-
the other, and then after some time,
Yeah.
I just found myself being beaten in a relationship.
But then, I was told by the way when I was growing up that when people go to campus, you find beautiful ladies, you find your wife's material there. Then again, when I'm being told by my lecturer, he will telling me like, no, wait. Kuja soma kwanza by my lecturer. Then my teacher will tell me in high school that when you go to campus, you find beautiful ladies there. You'll have your chance to explore with different ladies that you want. Then right now, I'm not doing exactly as I was told, because circumstances are so different.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking.
But again, the normalcy, let's say, it comes from, where do you come from? Because these girls are actually from, different places. People have different backgrounds, different life experiences. So for somebody to stay in a relationship and consider the harassment as normal, let's say it's from where you come from. Maybe at home the parents just engage in such, and maybe the parents have chosen to stay in the relationship. So they take
despite the fight in the family.
Despite it. So they see, okay, I'm in this relationship, I also want to stay, I want it to work out, okay, let me just stay, whatever.
By the way, Joy, do you think like you can sustain that? Your parent fighting. Then you want to tell me that because I'm used to that particular kind of a lifestyle, let me cope with it.
Bless the Lord of my soul. I'm a fastest kid. So I think I never really witnessed my parents fight.
Nice.
I think I'm among the lucky people who never really witnessed our parents. And that is the exact reason why people tell me I ringa. At me na ringa. No.
You're proud.
You're just a chilly girl.
I'm just a fastest kid guy.
Just a
I
girl.
was told that I'm not supposed to do some things. Wait, so I was actually talking to a guy who wanted to date me, and he was making me feel like sex is compulsory in a campus relationship. And I was feeling like, if in case you have to have sex with me, I should consent. I should like agree that this is the one thing I want to do, because to me, actually dating is actually a phase to know your partner and everything, and then after marriage is when you can have sex. So I want you guys to comment on this. In our campus setting, does it really allow a girl to give consent to have sex or do anything that happens
leave alone
to
campus
them?
giving you the consent. It's not about the campus to give you the consent to do what, to have sex or to do the conjugal right, by the way. Remember that when you people are getting it, even if it is come on, mimi, that I've decided that I am in a relationship, right? Then if I say that, can we just wait until I say that we get married, then we can do it. This example. I'm giving her an example. So basically, by the way, what I'm trying to say is, if every person, so long as they're 18 years, you have a consent. Okay, you have that particular right to say that I can't have sex right now. Okay?
Being an adult.
Being an adult is a very, very simple thing. You can't be forced to do something that you know that is against your will, right? So basically, it's a matter of agreeing to each to do it or not. Remember that this thing is even the Bible. Let's Hallelujah.
Amen. Praise God.
Honestly, I think in the Bible itself, it is stipulated that nothing is meant for the married people, right?
Yeah.
But again, we are not being we are not disregarded or being semeaje English inanipoteleza kidogo. Like you are allowed to be in a relationship at this particular moment, right?
Yeah.
But
You are
again,
allowed.
there are things that basically can't happen in that particular time that people are in a courtship or whatever thing.
Unless you consent.
Exactly.
So Deborah, do you feel that our campus life and relationships allows us to consent before we do some things, especially when it comes to sex?
Okay. Yeah, I think because we are adults here.
Yes. Campus and
Yes.
some guy.
Mhm.
So actually feel that there is actually a population of girls who are enduring sexual gender-based violence in campus, but are made to normalize the scene as if it is right.
The reason is
Just
I have
because
a
we're
reason.
native.
I have a reason for that.
Yes.
Remember, this thing. Sometimes we may think that it is against your will. Remember, it doesn't matter that we go to campus. That thing, this thing called peer pressure. Let us agree.
Yeah,
At times
true.
that I'd be saying, my mom would say that. Let me use an example that I'm just a first year, right? Let me use Debbie here. Debbie is a third year student, right? I'm a first year, right? Then my mom knows Debbie's mother. Then my mom would say, because I know Debbie's mother and Debbie is a third year student, please go stay with her. Now I'm trying to bring this example that now Debbie already known how the campus is for the first 3 good years, right? And Ajua, like we people have something known as freshers night, right?
Yes.
Debbie know that there are liquors that people can go during the night. Then the next thing that happened is the first time that I get into university as a lady, the Debbie would take me there, right? Then I'll try to resist. Then they will say, no, chill out. I know what I'm doing, right? Now it is called just listen to me, the first time experience, right?
Yeah.
Now you experience this alcoholism thing the first time because of a friend, right? The thing that the reason why most of our ladies fall into this particular trap is because we find people that are much ahead of us, right? Then we do give in to them because they are our fellow female
Especially
friends.
the dear boys.
Exactly.
The dear boys.
So no, wait. Let me just finish.
I think it's becoming personal.
Yeah, I don't know why she's bringing this. I'm trying to bring this, and so that's the reason. That is why we then, because I read a book, by the way, whereby a fresher and shule find friends, do freshers night, meets a boy gives her a pill, she falls asleep, he takes her to what? To the room. Then what happens there is we don't know, we only wait for the morning to happen. After the morning, the boy chases the girl away, that nothing happened, need to go back to what? To the room. You see, so you already know that what transpired again. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is the GBV thing comes in. We associate with people that we shouldn't be associating with them. You get people that we meet. Yeah, exactly. People that we meet up nje, we don't know what these people really are. You get.
Yeah.
Then what can we do? At times we become so fragile that you don't even think beyond. You just do what comes next.
Yeah. And it actually is also because a breach of trust. You find that you trust somebody so much. For example, the case you've given about maybe your mom knowing my mom and so on. Yeah. You know, you come, we stay together, I take you somewhere, and maybe I suggest a place we should visit, and you trust me so much, knowing nothing would happen. And then later on, it's actually the opposite. Yeah.
So I think we have come to an agreement that there's actually a population of girls out here who have endured sexual gender-based violence. They've been forced to breach the trust, and they have crossed lines. And actually, a certain section of these girls really end up emotionally tortured and emotionally damaged. I know of a friend who got pregnant in first year, and her life has never really been the same. And as someone who has come from a village that ilikuchangia wende shule, I'm sure you guys know of such stories where a village imekuchangia wende shule, and then you get to campus, you unfortunately get pregnant, you're just a girl. So I think it is just our responsibility to make our campuses safer. Honestly, it's just time we create a culture where a third year can actually be trusted with the first year.
Yeah.
So, hey.
How do you suggest that happen? First thing, remember that when you speak about this TBV thing by the Joy, I know we are trying to bring it to bridge it with the sexual thing, but remember again that we are being violated in many circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Number one, if you speak about sex violence, you really say that what can happen. But again, remember that we are being. Let's talk about education as well. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's again something that nowadays you find that Joy is my sister, Didi is my sister, then I'm like, it's only Harry that can do what? Can be educated to do what? To elevate our family to the other level. What about this particular gender? How do you expect me, baby? I saw a man from America that have six sisters, okay? Then this man, they are orphans. He's the only person that can take care of this particular family. So tell me, how do you want me, Sijamaliza kusoma? You get?
To take care of like
Then I need to take care of my siblings.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get?
There's so many siblings.
Yeah, there are so many. They're almost six, and now they are ladies. Now, think this: none of these people, all of them are ladies. I'm the one who need to take care of these sisters of mine. You tell me, am I not being valid as a man? Okay, and that's why I say that when you speak about education as well, I think you need to go both hands. Okay.
I actually totally understand.
Mhm.
I feel like in your case, it's actually a case of overwhelming responsibilities of a guy. So I totally understand that some contexts can actually promote violence, but then when it comes to GBV, there are some cultural norms that have been seen to perpetuate gender-based violence. For example, FGM, a girl is being told that they're not enough, and
Yeah.
definitely even as they transition, they might actually have some snares of those things that they're being told, like a girl should do this and a girl should do that.
Yeah.
So that comes to my next question. And
Tell me.
should a girlfriend wash for their boyfriends in campus? But then I feel like wait, so I want to give you a personal story. There was this one time I actually
But just bring it on.
Personal experience.
Just bring it on. We are about to get into that.
so whoever I'm talking to, this is just
No,
a
don't
story.
even tell that. No, don't talk to someone. Talk to this particular
Yeah.
audience. Don't say that you are trying to direct this thing to someone. This guy will come to you.
So
Uh-huh.
this is what happened.
Uh-huh.
The guy was actually expecting me to do
Do the
since
laundry.
It's actually my responsibility to take care of the house. Imagine we're not even living together.
Yeah.
I'm just going there to say hi.
Yeah.
But the guy expects me to wash, to launder his clothes, take care of the house, take care of everything.
Yeah.
I remember one time going to his house and he was like, I found dirty laundry.
Utensils.
Dirty You know what I did?
No.
You tell me. Tell me, what did you do?
I went, cooked, ate, left the dirty utensils.
So one thing. No, wait a
and
minute.
left.
That's no. Was he around or not?
Most definitely.
Because I've been told that there are some men who are sent to do husband
This
work.
thing goes two ways.
No.
They go two ways. Number one thing, a lady will expect you to take her to lunch, right? So that's what you expect.
Okay.
It's
So
like
are you trying to say that the relationship is transactional or something?
Not like I think it goes both ways. It needs to go both ways. Number one, okay. Anyway, what I'm trying to bring out is that as much as you people are dating in a campus, right? At times that a lady will get fed up with a man because a man can't provide even food like that. We are not eating into my house, which has to go to mom's. We eat, okay? Every time they're gonna say, like, let us you come sleep over, we cook, we eat. Come, we cook, we eat. Okay? I think this thing needs to go both ways as much. As much as we are trying to defend the ladies, like we don't need to be like pushing utensils or something. But the thing that we need to be doing is let us try to make this thing. In fact, this is the root of we are educating ourselves now to live in the future.
Yeah, but I think one thing that you have to agree is we need to make our campuses as safe as
But anyway,
possible.
but may I need to learn one thing.
Yeah.
Like there is no way that I'll be giving a lady my clothes. Like
To
right
wash.
now. Yeah, my clothes basically. But yeah, vyombo nayo unaweza osha. Vyombo unaweza sugua. But my clothes, honestly, my clothes.
You help each other. Si ati anaweza.
Yeah, okay,
you
fine.
help each
Yeah,
other.
but I won't lie to you. My clothes I can never give a lady right now to do my laundry. Even if it's taking them to mama fua, I can't do that right now. Okay. The reason is you as a man, how do you want to take your clothes? Wiki moja niko na nguo tano. How do you want me to take this thing and be saying like, okay, my woman, my lady, come do for me, come do me this, my laundry here, they're stuffy in my house, come do something. Okay, men.
12 single ladies.
No way. No, I'm not single.
You are not single.
He has refused.
I think but Apple is talking about question. By the way, like, you tell me, how do you really believe that as men, when I saw something like this thing, we always say that as much we see GBV, it is in hand with the mental health. torture, right?
Yeah, mental
And again,
health.
we get that mental health torture imekuwa ikiaffect vijana sana. So I
I
get,
totally agree.
yeah. So tell me, Debbie, do you think like maybe you just give me the example of the kind of the mental torture that men are really going through. Like inafanya they are being demoralized into something that they feel that they're being categorized in this violence, by the way. Because men are crying, by the way. And remember, men are people that don't talk easy.
Alafu
Yeah.
pia, even before Debbie talks, we actually have to recognize that there are actually men who are being sodomized.
Yeah.
They're actually men who are, I think our society has shifted so much that some things have been normalized,
Yeah.
and it is a shaky world, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a moment to be alive, because whatever we are witnessing. So you can tell us, Dave, what do you think? Are men?
You just tell us, oh men. Men today is your day, by the way. That's not as close. Men today is your, in fact, I'm not talking today. Debbie is talking on your behalf. Debbie, take us through.
Okay. Like women, men also go through the violence thing. Yeah. Because you see, like in the society we live in right now, you find that men are told there are certain things you can do. You find that maybe men are, weakness. Weakness for men is considered, I don't know, something like, okay,
Yeah.
like men are not supposed to show emotions.
Yeah.
You find that if they try to show emotions, they get hurt. Like they're just humans, they get hurt.
Yeah.
And sometimes trying to, bring out their emotions, they're told, don't behave like a woman. That's something that a woman does. And I know it's demoralizing for women also in that context.
Yeah.
But that's so demoralizing for men. Yeah.
So by the way, as you conclude, by the way, there was something that I was going through, by the way, and I think people need to help our men. Our men are really going through a lot. When we speak about mental health, there's something that I saw on that, by the way, just conclusion. Like we might be smiling, but deep inside there is a lot of things going on. Sometimes one can stay in isolation, not willing to speak or interact with anyone. We should cherish and be there for one another. People are going through many things. Okay,
Yeah,
that
I
brings
totally
an
agree.
yeah.
I
So you tell
totally
me, problem inakuja, like when I tell you my story today, someone else will be telling me my own story in another context.
So one thing that you have to all agree is the fact that there's some things that are going on in campus that really need to stop. I feel like it's just high time to take our sweet time, educate every single person, enable them know the right channels to communicate their issues. And whether we have a counseling department at Maseno, I'm hoping that other universities have the same department. And to every single one out there, the 16 days of activism against ending gender-based violence is coming up on 25th, as I said. And I'm really hoping that each and every one of us will participate and have their voices heard. All the cultural norms, all the things that you've talked about, you can really raise your voice and point out even the smallest things that can actually contribute to gender-based violence. So before I finished,
Before you finish. Okay, we'll go today. You have a point. You are always a point. You never told that
Before
a
I
point.
finish, I want to read us a very quick poem.
Yeah.
Unbroken Voices. So this is me starting. In shadows deep, where silence weeps, my soul in darkness sleeps, a life erased for being born, for being her. Her dreams once bright, now lost to none, vanished for daring to be free, for beauty defiled, for difference betrayed, for standing tall, her voice was stilled. A child's first breath betrayed by hands that scarred, by hope delayed, to tame the wild, to break the free, to crush her will, to shame me. To never dance, to never run, to be in the shadows, not the sun, to hide her joy, to drown her song, to pretend she doesn't belong. But then her spirit rises through endless night to shatter chains, to claim the light. Her voice is unbound, will never cease a truth that rises, a call for peace. No fault to be a girl, no fault to be born a guy, to dream, to live, to shape the world. I stand, I shout. I claim the flame to end the violence, to end the shame. So it's not a shame to be a girl or a boy. Speak out and we'll be here to help. Thank you for joining us, guys. See you in the next episode.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being here with us in the new Gen podcast. Nimekuwa pale director au today cameraman amekuwa Roy they don't pale hivyo. So coming soon next week we'll be getting into another episode, please. So make sure that you subscribe and comment, share the link everywhere. Pale YouTube utakuwa unatupata at the name New Gen, New Gen, nani yani Gen Z with it. Maybe your last word, DB, then we can talk about.
Okay, everybody, thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video, share it widely. Remember, you can use the hashtags NGBV and 16 Days of Activism.
Yeah. I think, guys, until next time, this has been the New Gen Podcast.